Step back and watch the chef cook.
You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Yeah, I'm from the 17th curb. I'm a G, I know how a G17 works. I'm a beast, I done moved grass all on this turf. Before the pandemic, face mask gonna work, yeah. Feast with the guys, glad bag full of work. Used to help Miss Diane with her bags out of church, cause she let us play them steps from the first to the first. It's like we shared clothes, your dirt was my dirt. You don't need to have a foreign, I saw minivan skirts. We had bitches on the bus, I ain't never chased no skirt. Diamond chains cause I'm up, she just think I'm trying to flirt. When the lights hit my chain, all my diamonds do the jerk, yeah. Deep in the rap, don't miss your blessings in the verse. Making by a storefront, you're more precious than the purse. If you gotta have that purse, make his ass go berserk. We world champs now, this just come with the perks. Woo! You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. They had me 6 hours, I said 17 words. I'm like Shady in the snow, I spun them so superb. A legend still remains when his flesh is in the earth. And if they raid your tomb, may they fall upon a curse. Yeah, this 9 I keep for backup. With this I wanted chip, we ran plays. They need to build a statue for this shit. Big plays, a sleigh couldn't get you through this shit. More grams than Brandon, fiends rushing for a hit. The priest sitting at a diner while you niggas giving tips. You gon' get a C-section, all that pushing through your lips. I hold the desert straight, a shooter told me do my dips. You're just photogenic, not a boss, I'm convinced. Niggas practicing hard for them obituary pics. Shooters watching the gram for them locations of your pics. Linebacker Brunson, call me if you wanna hit. We world champs now, that just come with this shit. Yeah. Let's go! You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for
I think you better call on Tyrone. Call him. Cause Howie Roseman ain't answering the phone. No. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am simply the best reporting on the Eagles. I am. And all the funny jokes, all the funny stories, A.J. Brown getting traded, all this, that, and the third, never really made sense to us anyway. But here's the official report for you, in case you're hiding under a rock. Let me go find it somewhere, somehow, some way. Let me get on Bleacher Report. Let's see what Bleacher Report talking about. The Philadelphia Eagles are, in fact, no way, shape, form, or are answering calls for A.J. Brown. We're not doing it. And it just shows how feeble the landscape is. Man. People think they got a story. People think that it's so disgruntled and everything and all it is. Lo and behold, the Philadelphia Eagles are not accepting calls for A.J. Brown, but we already knew that though in Eagles Nation, though. We already knew that in Eagles Nation, man. I appreciate you, Jay Milton. We already knew that. Y'all was confused, and this is what they was trying to use against us, y'all. They tried to use this against us for the past 3 or 4 weeks, all season actually. They tried to use it. A.J. Brown unhappy. The A.J. Brown trade alert going to hit like crack, this, that, and the third. First of all, if we was to trade A.J. Brown, a trade works 2 ways. You don't think we was getting nothing back? That's first of all. That's first and foremost. Second of all, why would we trade the best wide receiver in Philadelphia Eagles history? That's A.J. Brown. Why would we trade that guy? It don't make no sense, man. Since A.J. Brown been here, he's been nothing but an all-pro. Since A.J. Brown's been there, he's played in 2 Super Bowls. Yeah, A.J. Brown would like things to be a little different for the passing game, and I ain't mad at him because he's a wide receiver. But if you thought we was going to trade A.J. Brown, I just thought that was just stupid and asinine to even be thinking about around this point in time, man. We got bigger fish to fry. And we can't win a Super Bowl without A.J. Brown. So trading AJ Brown, it doesn't surprise me that we're not even answering calls for AJ. We're not even entertaining the thought of AJ Brown. Of moving on from AJ Brown. We're not even doing it, man. So I'm glad we could put that to bed for right now. I'm glad we won't have to think about that anymore. But it was never a thing to me. Real ones know it was never a thing to us. You know what I mean? It was never a thing to us about what's supposed to be happening with AJ Brown. We already know that. This is something that's confusing me, though. Oh, here we go. In depth. Trade deadline chatter. Saints, Chris Olave trying to get a new deal. Titans opening to trade every player but Cam Ward and Jeffrey Simmons. Eagles looking for help at edge and cornerback and have rejected calls on AJ Brown. We rejected him. This is crazy right here to me, though. This is crazy right here to me, man. This is Keely Ringo. Apparently, Keely Ringo cut off his hair. I don't know if he's getting ready for his modeling career after football or whatever may happen. I don't know what to make of this, but we're still going to we recognize you. You're not unrecognizable to us. We know exactly who you are. We know who you are. Hopefully, it makes you play better. I don't know. I know this is not really football related, but shouldn't you be practicing instead of modeling? Like, you're not really doing that good at your job. And I get confused by this, man, because, and he ain't got nobody but to blame but himself, man, because the carpet was laid out for him to take this position, man. The carpet was laid out for him to take the position. And, the most important thing that he could bring to the table is cutting off his hair to get the fan base excited. But shout out to Keely Ringo, who we shall see get, meaningful minutes again in some capacity Sunday. And shout out my guy Dave Dust, man. This is the jacket I'm wearing right now. A lot of y'all been hitting up Dave Dust. Salute to my guy Dave, making some of the best customs around, man. You know what I mean? Get him on Twitter at Dave Dust, DAVEDUST, and inquire about, anything that you want in terms of, the customs that's going on. So we got the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. We are going up to Minnesota, and we are having to have this win. We are needing to come away on the road with a much-needed win. The last time we've lost 3 straight games was the collapse of 2023 that everybody so eloquently likes to remind us of that happened. But that's the last time we lost 3 straight games. I think it will be unacceptable to lose 3 straight games. I think if you lose 3 straight games, heads got to roll. Somebody got to get fired. I think if the Eagles can't put together a complete game on the offensive side of the ball, play calling wise, somebody got to get fired. I think a lot of things are riding on this game. And seriously, a lot of things are riding on this game. We're very fortunate that Quinyon Mitchell is playing. He practiced. He was a full participant yesterday. Jalen Carter was limited, but he's trending towards practicing. Landon Dickerson is still limited. I almost think it might make sense to shut Landon Dickerson down, man. At this point, I would heavily consider shutting Landon Dickerson down, man. I would, man. I would give somebody else the reins until we can get a completely healthy Landon Dickerson, because that's what we're going to need when it's time to win or go home. That's what we're going to need when it's time to win or go home. Right now, we're 4-2. The best thing that the Eagles can do right now is to continue to stack wins together. That's all you can do is stack wins. When playoffs come, I think we'll be the team that we want to see for sure. But we got to stack wins, and we got to get to a position of getting to the playoffs. Simo Mob, thank you for the super chat. I don't know what to expect tomorrow, but I'll never, ever doubt our birds, man. We still are a very dangerous team. D-line needs to get violent. Let's get a team win. I agree, man. Thank you for the super chat. I think that both lines of scrimmage got to get violent. I think the trenches got to get violent in general. Like, the Vikings aren't a great run-stopping team. Like, this could be the Saquon breakout game that we're looking for. Like, if it's any game I had to put my money on of Saquon going over a bean right now where we at right now, I got Saquon going over 100 yards rushing in this game. This could be the breakout Saquon Barkley game. It very well could be the game that catapults Saquon Barkley into running for 100 yards in the next 5 games or whatever the case may be. So I'm really, I'm optimistic to see how the offensive line handles running the ball and to see what type of space we can create. I am. So I'm intrigued to see what the offense does against these guys. We know that these guys are great in terms of pass protection, in terms of pass defense. I'm talking about the Vikings. But, I like us against anybody. The Chiefs was great in the Super Bowl. Like, this is the Super Bowl MVP, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. I don't care who is defending the pass. I like my guys to be able to move the ball through the air on anybody. Like, I've seen it before. I've seen it before. So, at the end of the day, I got the Eagles on the road coming out there and getting the big win. I got the Eagles on the road coming out there getting the big win and getting this thing back on track, improving to 5-2. But what I don't understand is, why are they making this a Jalen Hurts versus Carson Wentz thing? Why is this the storyline for this game? Carson Wentz has been out of the building for a very long time. We played Carson Wentz when he was with Washington. You know what I mean? This ain't the first time we've seen Carson Wentz. But essentially, the guy that took Carson Wentz's job been to 2 Super Bowls and won a Super Bowl. But we got ungrateful Eagles fans who can't wait for Carson Wentz to beat Jalen Hurts. They can't wait to see if that even a possibility, because they're going to be beating on the table with the "I told you so, we should have kept Carson Wentz" stuff. And I would never understand them type of Eagles fans. Why would you want to keep a guy? What would be the benefit of keeping Carson Wentz? Jalen Hurts won the Super Bowl last year. Your ungrateful, big, bottlenose, dolphin head ass was at the parade on the back of what he did in the Super Bowl. But now it's all of these underlying talks and all of this weirdo, just this left field, this left field whispers about maybe we should see what Tanner McKee got. Man, I don't understand that, bro. I'm not wearing this hat because of Tanner McKee. I ain't wearing this hat because of Tanner McKee. You come out there and ask other guys to get wins with the same roster, and it just don't look as easy. It don't look as easy, man. These other guys are limited. You know what I mean? They want to say Jalen's so limited. These other guys are limited, man. The Isaiah Rodgers thing is not a storyline either. There's no storylines here to be made. They want to make Justin. We got Vikings fans thanking us for passing on Justin Jefferson. At the time, it looked like a bad idea. But if we didn't pass on Justin Jefferson, we might not have been in 2 Super Bowls. We might not have had the combination of AJ and Smitty. We might not have. We might not have had the combination of AJ and Smitty had we, had we passed on Justin Jefferson. So I'm cool, man. I'm cool with it. However it got to go, whatever storyline you got to draw from this. But I'm taking Jalen Hurts over almost anybody in the National Football League in a must-win game. And people are so up in arms. About this little clip right here. They're so up in arms about this little clip right here. Let me see. A.J. Brown was on an interview about his favorite, the team that he would like to assemble if he was putting together a flag football team. The team he would like to assemble, I got to find it. The team he would like to assemble if he's putting together a flag football team. And here, correct.
Myself, Travis Kelce, Saquon. I'm sure.
Let's look at it.
Myself, Travis Kelce, Saquon. I'm tripping. All right. Either Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen. I would say Derwin James. He hasn't tackled me, but from me observing, I would say him.
People are making a big
catch 350 balls a day.
Out of A.J. Brown on this interview, saying the 2 quarterbacks that he would like to play flag football with are probably Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. And he didn't name his quarterback. People are going to make a big deal out of everything he say, bro. Everything he say. And that's the part that's getting tiring to me. He asked about flag football. He didn't say who would I rather go win a championship with. He didn't say what quarterback would I pick to win a championship with, because he already won a championship with Jalen Hurts. I'm going to go pick my quarterback to win a championship with, but I'll pick these other guys to play backyard football with. It's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference. And I personally don't think AJ Brown is a locker room problem. I don't. I think that the media has completely spun almost everything AJ Brown says into a problem. They're playing Jedi mind tricks with AJ Brown. They are. Everything he says can and will be used against him. Everything he says can and will be used against him. And you don't want to know why? Because he did that to himself. He got to accept responsibility for that. For sure, he got to accept responsibility for that. He did that to himself because, he likes to pander to the media sometimes. He might not see it that way. You know what I mean? But, he kind of did that to himself. And, so now every time he opened his mouth, it's being seen as, a way that the media can try to get inside of his head, or a way that the media can try to make it seem like he ain't who he is. You know what I mean? But the vibes with the guys are like this. Him and Cooper DeJean are playing around. Him and Cooper DeJean are having fun at practice. If you look at AJ Brown's last interview, I'm going to pull it up in a minute. AJ Brown's last interview, I want to play it for y'all because I think that this week is the turning week. I think this week is the turning point. There's always a turning point for the Eagles, man. I think this week is the turning point. We love to go through adversity. Let me find it. Here, go right here.
As you guys try to right the ship.
You tell me.
Listen closely. Listen to what AJ saying.
Five of the team as you guys try to right the ship.
You tell me. You listen. What you think? Sound normal, huh?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, normal, exactly. So, we're not letting a loss just humble us, and you can't let it humble. You got to keep going, and continue to find ways. This team is fine. This team is motivated and trying to get on the same page.
AJ, what do you see as the main issues with the offense?
Main issues? Self-inflicted wounds. Sometimes it's lack of execution at the wrong time. If it's first down and you get lack of execution.
Okay, honey, I see when you get back. The vibes are high. The vibes are high. He said, "Listen around. Listen around. Do it look like this is any different week?" The vibes are high right now in that locker room. Some good conversation has been had, a much-needed mini bye. Guys are getting healthy. Guys are understanding where they're at. Guys have listened to the noise. They've responded to the noise. Guys understand that they're their own worst enemy. They're their own worst enemy, man. They have been their own worst enemy, and I think that they finally understand that. It's given. Listen, this the kind of haters we got.
That's the best thing we're doing offense right now.
This is the kind of haters we got. Mind you, this crooked smile, this crooked smile, glazed over look in the face ass dude who not even in the division no more can't stop thinking about us. He cannot stop thinking about us, man. That's the type of hate that we're dealing with. Let's listen to what he's talking about.
If you ask the Eagles offensive players, probably say that's the best thing we're doing offense right now. Like, it's the most consistent thing they got. But that might come and bite me one day.
He talking about the tush push. He talking about nothing changed with this guy, man. Nothing changed with this guy. All he do is get in front of a camera and don't win championships. All he do is talk and don't win championships. All he do is talk and don't have no results in the postseason. Nothing has changed with this guy. But what you say? LB did what? Why do I have a clown next to my name? Does anybody know? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even in the chat. All I can see is what y'all. All I can see is what y'all talk. I don't put nothing about no names, especially when I'm in the lab. I don't even know how to do that. I can't even give you a wrench from here. I think YouTube doing that. I don't know. It be doing some weird stuff when I'm in the house. If I put a thumbs up, sometimes it do a thumbs up too. I don't know. It's the world we living in, y'all. But this guy loves to talk. This guy loves to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, and he's not even in our division. We don't play these guys for like another month. We don't play these guys for another month. Everybody hates the Eagles. Everybody hates the Eagles, man. Everybody hates the Eagles, and that's something that we got to deal with. Because I didn't see him talking about the tush push that the Bengals ran. We don't never hear none of them things. We don't never hear about the tush push that none of these guys run. We don't hear nothing about it. You know, Howie Roseman is blackballed. Nobody's going to do no trade with Howie Roseman. The only thing people are going to be able to try to do right now with the Philadelphia Eagles is take away resources. They'll take away resources for picks to strengthen our power or to decrease the strength that we have, right? To decrease the stranglehold. They'll take away, they'll do that. They'll take away pieces for picks. They'll do that. It could be worse, y'all. It could be worse, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all how worse it could be. The Commanders got it worse than us this year. They're in second place in the division. Terry McLaurin cried all offseason for an extension, said his body was in peak physical form. Terry McLaurin said he was in peak physical shape. He ain't playing a month. He missed the last 4 games. The last 4 games. Their quarterback ain't been as sharp as everybody think he is. And I think Deebo Samuel just got ruled out. They might lose to the Cowboys, bro. They might lose to the Cowboys. They might actually lose to the Dallas Cowboys this week. I thought they would lose if Deebo was playing or not. It could be worse. We could be the Giants. We could be the Cowboys. We right where we need to be, man. We right where we need to be. Carson Wentz cannot beat the Philadelphia Eagles. I want to get back to that. I want to get back to this matchup. I want to get back to this Carson Wentz Eagles matchup. Carson Wentz is the poster child for deer in the headlights activity. Carson Wentz is the poster child for deer in the headlights activity. Carson Wentz cannot beat us on Sunday. If Carson Wentz beats us on Sunday, Eagles fans, the Eagles, Iggles, the Eagles fans, the ones that smash beer cans on their heads, the ones that say little stuff at the Thanksgiving table that they won't say in public, the Eagles fans are going to have a parade. They're going to drop a banner if Carson Wentz beats Jalen Hurts in a head-to-head matchup. They're going to do it. They're rooting for Carson Wentz despite claiming to be Eagles fans. Anthony Jett, thank you for the super chat. LB, I was pissed about the Giants game, but we got QB1. We good. That dog not going to let this team go down that path again. KP better wake up, though. I agree. KP better wake up. KP better wake up. Carson Wentz needs to give us a few interceptions. He needs to give us a few interceptions. We need to get a few interceptions off of Carson Wentz. If it's any week where we need to find a pass rush, it needs to be against Carson Wentz. We cannot let Carson Wentz beat us. We cannot let this guy beat us. I don't care about the Giants game. This is a guy that cannot beat us. We need to be on his ass like white on rice. We need to be on his ass like white on rice. That's the bottom line. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Carson Wentz is not allowed to beat us. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know how we're going to do it, but Carson Wentz cannot come away with this victory. He cannot come away with this victory. We need to run the ball. We need to control this game. We need to keep Quinyon Mitchell is playing, so he'll be on Justin Jefferson. I'm actually not that worried about cornerback 2 as long as Kelee Ringo not playing. As long as Kelee Ringo not playing, I'm cool with Adoree and Quinyon. I'm so good with Adoree and Quinyon and Coop in the slot. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. How are we going to get pressure, though? That is my concern. How are we going to get pressure? Are we going to see Jahad Campbell in a more I hate to use the Micah Parsons example because I hate to do it, but Jahad Campbell's the best coverage linebacker in the game right now. Micah Parsons was never that. So I got to say, can we use Micah Parsons? Can we use him in a Micah Parsons role? Can we put him on the edge? Is he capable of playing on the edge, a significant part of this game, especially in passing downs, while we move Nakobe Dean back next to his old pal, Zach Bond? I think that gives us something that nobody thought we had. I don't want to blitz Carson Wentz. I want to get pressure with 4 and make him throw the ball in tight windows. We will get interceptions. I think I got a Dory Jackson getting one this week. I got a Dory Jackson or Coop getting one this week. Somebody getting one this week. Reed, Quinyon, somebody getting one in the secondary this week. It's solely up to us, though, on how we decide to bring pressure. We might see Jahad Campbell in blitz packages, not lined up with his hand in the dirt. We might see some of that, but somebody need to get home. Jalen Carter need to step up too, man. Jalen Carter need to step up. Jalen Carter ain't been himself. There's a lot of people that ain't been themselves. A lot of guys haven't been themselves. But how are we going to make a change? What are we going to do that's different? What are we going to do that's different? You know what I mean? That's what it boiled down to. What are the Philadelphia Eagles going to do that is different? It's not working with the combination of guys we got out there, edge rusher. We need to mix it up. We need to be different. We need to dare to be different. We need to be bold. We need to make some shit happen. We need to make some stuff happen. That's the bottom line. That is the bottom line. So if the Philadelphia Eagles are in fact willing to put Jahad Campbell on the edge for a couple of series to see what Hunt need to step up too. Hunt need to step up too. LB calling out the fake fans. You got to call out these fake fans. You got to call out these fake fans, man. You got to call them out, bro. You got to call them out. They have no problem with being at a parade. All of this, we got 2 Super Bowls. They act like Jalen wasn't the quarterback for that. Like and media manipulation is so real, ladies and gentlemen. Media manipulation is so real. I've never in my life seen a quarterback as accomplished as Jalen Hurts be dragged the way he's being dragged. I've never in my life seen a quarterback as accomplished as Jalen Hurts be dragged the way he's dragged. The national media gets on Jalen Hurts every time he has a bad game. Those things don't happen with Josh Allen and the rest of these guys. Those things do not happen. It's almost like it's the popular thing to do. It's damn near cyberbullying, bro. If he wasn't such a stand-up guy, if he wasn't such an alpha male, it might get to him and distract his game. It might get to him and distract his game. I've never seen a player as accomplished as Jalen Hurts deal with this level of scrutiny, this level of uncalled for scrutiny. I've never seen it, bro. The man was in 2 of the last 3. The man, I don't even gotta keep saying, the man just won the Super Bowl, bro. The man was in 2 of the last 3 Super Bowls, man. We're talking about at the height of the game. And for people to still come out here and say that they don't think he could throw, it's asinine. Like, do you really watch I can't even say, listen, you might not watch Eagles football. You don't watch the Super Bowl because he's there a lot. You don't watch the playoffs because he's there a lot. I watch every playoff game every year. No matter who playing. You don't watch the playoffs and the Super Bowl. I mean, that's kind of where he cooks at. That's his kitchen. He's there a lot. And to act like that, y'all don't see the performances is asinine to me. How can you even say the man can't throw after you saw the Rams come back? What? How can you blame anything other than play calling, bro? When you've seen the body of work that he could do, and you're not talking about a guy who you've never seen put it together. They have to get new coaches and they have to do everything different to see what can get Justin Herbert to be great. They got to fire a coach. They got to do all of this. Jalen Hurts ain't get a coach fired yet. Jalen Hurts, think about this. Jalen Hurts ain't get a coach fired yet. Dak Prescott got multiple coaches fired, man. Justin Herbert done had coaches fired, man, and offensive coordinators. Jalen Hurts ain't get a head coach fired yet, bro. He did not get a head coach fired yet. And the offensive coordinator that should be fired, we too stubborn to do it. We refuse to fire coaches that's coaching Jalen Hurts. These other guys, if it don't work out with 5 games, you got to roll, bro. You got to roll. Jalen Hurts got Kellen Moore offensive coordinator job, bro. I believe Kellen Moore got that OC job because of the game plan him and Jalen Hurts had in the playoffs, bro. The game plan they had against Spags in the Super Bowl was flawless, man. Was flawless, man. It was flawless. And I believe that the way Jalen played and the stuff that Kellen Moore was dialing up from the dagger to just the deep shots, beating the blitz, that's what got Kellen Moore that job, man. Some guys coach killers. Some guys coaching spot fillers. Some guys get head coaches moved around. Jonathan Gannon got a head coaching job because of Jalen Hurts. Because of Jalen Hurts. And going to the Super Bowl. Jonathan Gannon. Jalen Hurts was the quarterback. There's been 2 coordinators so far that have gotten head coaching jobs because of Jalen Hurts. 2 coordinators, bro. 2 coordinators so far. And truth be told, I don't even think Nick Sirianni liked Jalen when he first took the job. I don't think he liked him when he first took the job. I sincerely believe I don't think he liked him. I think Nick Sirianni didn't like him when he first took the job. But Jalen even proved Nick Sirianni wrong. Got Nick Sirianni an extension. One thing to note is that the Vikings are number 1 in pass defense, play a lot of zone. KP has to, I can't stress this enough, has to call a complete game. He got to call a complete game. The Vikings are not going to play man-to-man, bro. They are not going to play man-to-man. We're going to have to run the ball. We're going to have to run the ball with success. We're going to have to run the ball with success. KP, we're going to have to throw screens. We have to be different, bro. We can't come out there with the same motion, the same 2 hitch routes and 2 deep balls, 2 go routes. We can't come out there with them same route. Bro, I know the route combinations now. We cannot come out there being the same. We have to put something on tape that nobody has seen. So far, everybody got our tape down to a T. The Vikings got the number 1 pass defense. They play zone, 1 man, 1 band. Run the ball to Isaiah Rodgers' side. He don't like the tackle. Whatever side Isaiah Rodgers playing on, run that to him. Run the ball to Isaiah Rodgers' side. Be physical up front. Run the ball. Move the pile, man. Move the pile. Physical smash mouth football is what's needed this week. Physical smash mouth football. That is what's needed this week. We are going to have to run them out of that comfortable zone that they love to play. We got to, man. We got to be physical. We got to be nasty. We got to be aggressive. We got to hit people. We got to get our offensive line to the 2nd level and running downhill. I don't know what the hell we've been doing in the run game, but open it up this week. Get Saquon to the edge. Running back screens. Saquon, he just got to touch the ball, bro. It's Saquon Barkley. Kevin Patullo been selling us short, and my quarterback been taking a hit for it. My quarterback been taking a hit for it. Something got to change. Something got to change. What's going to change? I don't know. Sunday, I don't know what to expect, but it got to be different from the result we've been seeing. It got to be different from the result we've been seeing. And I'm here for it. I am totally here for the change that has to happen with the Philadelphia Eagles. Totally here for it. So who are we going to be, guys? Who are we going to be on Sunday? Are we going to be a team on a 3-game losing streak? Or are we going to be a team that's going to fight? All the ingredients, all the pieces are there. This game comes down to Kevin Patullo. It comes down to Kevin Patullo, man. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. This game comes down to Kevin Patullo, man. Definitely. Philly coaches get hired because LG say Jay Hurts bad and we still win. IG, I mean, I don't know what they be talking about. Do we see old Saquon this week? Saquon ain't never went nowhere. Do y'all understand that Saquon Barkley is only 150-something yards off of where he was this time last year during the first 6 games? He's only 150 yards off. Legitimately only 150 yards off. He would probably be 40 yards off had we not denied them the ball against the Broncos. He's legitimately right there, y'all. He had 4 touchdowns last year. Rushing, he got 3 right now. And I think 2 receiving. He got more carries at this point than he had last year. He got 95 now. He had 91 at this time last year. We're just running him up the middle, not even utilizing play action, just running him up the middle. We're not doing anything. Let's get him off tackle. The same zone read we doing. Let's get him to the outside, bro. Let's get him to the outside. Let's get him to the outside. Might lot have been stinking it up. I'm not gonna lie. The offensive line got to be better. I'm not gonna lie. But that should have been emphasized this week. You got to emphasize that we can't talk about it. We know it need to be better. They got to play better. They got to play better. They got to do better. They got to do better. We legit. So, like, if they not being better, why are we not playing more tight ends then? Why are we not using more tight ends as lead blockers? Like, it's so easy to be creative within this running game, bro. It's so easy to do it. I don't think Kevin Patullo is the guy for the job, man. I can't stress it enough, man. I can't stress this enough, man. I can't stress it enough, man. For a struggling offense to not even have running back screens, I can't stress it. The easiest way to get your guys in space to hit people is running back screens, man. Running back screens. We don't throw running back screens to the degree that I think Jalen Hurts might be uncomfortable doing it at this point, man. I think Jalen Hurts might be uncomfortable throwing a screen pass. That's how much we don't do it. But things got to get better, and we're going to see. We're going to see. Things got to get better, and we're going to see. But at the end of the day, man, it's up to the players and it's up to the coaches if they want to see a different result. If they want to see a different A.J. Brown been getting his targets the last 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Jalen missed the throws he missed in the Giants game. At least 11 games left, man. 11 games are left. 11 games are left, y'all. We are right where we supposed to be. Mark my words, we right where we supposed to be, man. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Before we get out of here, I got to let y'all know this video is brought to you by Sleeper. Sleeper is giving out $20 on your free entry deposit. No deposit needed to get this free $20. You only can take advantage of that when you use code LBSBMVP as seen on the bottom of the screen. You deposit your $100, you get up to $100 match, bro. You deposit 50, you're going to get 50. I would deposit a nice little, whatever you can afford, and get that match, bro. Get the match, get the bag. People been hitting with Sleeper all week, myself included. I got a show that's cooking. I'm trying to get with my dog, Welly Well. In a matter of time this week, we're going to do a pick 'em. Welly going to send you the picks that he think are good to go in the Sleeper app. And, you know, put a little bit of money on there. My guy, Welly, like 85, 90% accuracy rate, bro. 85, 90% accuracy rate. So we're going to try to put some money in your pocket with some smart picks that make sense. And you know they make sense because we ain't just saying, oh, AJ Saquon. No, we're diving into the league on the Sleeper app, and we're saying we believe this guy's going to do this. We believe that guy's going to do that. You know what I mean? This is not financial advice, but it's just a way to have some fun and put a little extra bread in your pocket with the Sleeper app. So make sure you tap in with that, man. I might go live again today. Who knows? I'm just waiting on breaking news for a trade. We got a game tomorrow. The division playing tomorrow. A lot of spicy talk between the Giants and the Broncos. We know the Cowboys and the Commanders are playing, and we know the Eagles are in a game that everybody's going to be watching at 1 o'clock. You know what I mean? So let's see where this thing goes, man.
You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Yeah, I'm from the 17th curb. I'm a G, I know how a G17 works. I'm a beast, I done moved grass all on this turf. Before the pandemic, face mask gonna work, yeah. Feast with the guys, glad bag full of work. Used to help Miss Diane with her bags out of church, cause she let us play them steps from the first to the first. It's like we shared clothes, your dirt was my dirt. You don't need to have a foreign, I saw minivan skirts. We had bitches on the bus, I ain't never chased no skirt. Diamond chains cause I'm up, she just think I'm trying to flirt. When the lights hit my chain, all my diamonds do the jerk, yeah. Deep in the rap